Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. I thought this would be the perfect moment for us to do a little reset together. But this is not just any reset. So we are in Mexico. This is a real-time mix of skincare, wellness, travel tips, and a little debrief on what this trip as a whole has meant to me and for Barefaced. So this trip was absolutely incredible. And it truly reminded me why Barefaced exists. To connect, to educate, to empower. Every time we get together with this community, whether it's our team, which we're all remote and we were together on this trip doing a photo shoot, we brought a group of influencers on this trip for our very first brand trip that have really supported the brand. It just confirms to me what we are building is so much more than skincare. So let's get into it. It's self-confidence. It's a community. We are women. We are our true selves. And it is beautiful. And taking care of ourselves in a way that we can show up for everything else to eliminate that overwhelm and confusion that comes with skincare so you know what you're using every day works and you can just go on living life. So let's be real. I love to travel, and as amazing as it is, it definitely throws my body and skin off. So in the morning, cleanser, step one. I cleanse my face, but a lot of times I just use water. And then I jump straight into toning pads. These are incredible. These are our Barefaced toning pads. One sells every 3 minutes. They are wildly popular. These gently exfoliate, so they're formulated for daily use. They prep the skin for the products you apply on top of it. It can help with fine lines, wrinkles, redness, and you're really getting the skin prepped for everything it's going to apply. So step 3, I'm always putting a vitamin C serum. Ours is liquid gold as your next step. I love doing this on damp skin. Side note, if you are sensitive, apply this on dry skin as you're getting used to it. This is your daytime warrior. It protects your skin from sun damage and pollution while boosting brightness and collagen. I love pairing a vitamin C with a SPF to boost the efficacy. They literally work better together. Step 4 is your treatment serums. I am using Overachiever, or I'll use Brightening Serum. Brightening Serum helps with dark spots. Overachiever is a 10-in-1 serum, so it helps to strengthen the barrier, reduces redness, and helps the skin bounce back after the sun, travel, or even shaving your face. I use this daily, and it is especially helpful at helping my skin acclimate in a new climate. This is also great because it's a pregnancy-safe retinoid alternative. After your treatment serum, that's when I would use an eye cream. On top of that, I'll use a moisturizer. I love, if you are a stomach or side sleeper, I love eye patches. We have medical grade reusable silicone eye patches that really enhance the product that you put on top of it. So I do my entire skincare routine, then I do my eye patches. I let those sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then the very, very last step of my routine, SPF. I alternate between our tinted or our sheer. This is really important. Your moisturizer does not go after. This is your shield. Let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before you apply makeup. The sun here in Mexico is no joke. You have to respect it. And not just with SPF and not just with reapplication, but using antioxidants and hydration and gentle exfoliation to really make sure you're taking the best care of your skin. I would say in the summer, and year round, but especially in the summer, I'm always using a vitamin C in the morning and an SPF. If you are not consistent and you're not sure if you can fully protect your skin, then just skip an exfoliating pad or toning pads in the morning and just use them at night. Okay, so that's my skin prepped. Let's talk a little bit of wellness. These are things that I try to do at home, and then when I am routine with them, when I travel, I stay so much more regular. I have a handful of supplements that I try to stay really, really consistent with, and I'm not always perfect when I'm traveling, but magnesium, my vitamin D, B12, electrolytes, and I try to take my omega-3, but I do struggle with that. Electrolytes are essential. I am using these constantly throughout the day, just a little bit in water, and I can tell such a difference in my hydration. I am telling you, I feel so much more bloated when I eat gluten on a day that I'm flying. I'll go back to a pretty normal diet after that, but the air travel is when I really avoid gluten, and I notice such a difference. I don't feel as bloated, and it doesn't throw me off as much. You gotta stay regular on vacation, otherwise you just feel off, okay? And then the water is key, and I get so frustrated when I go to places and they don't just have water readily available, because I'm really throughout the day trying to consistently drink water, not just one big amount of water at one time. I do always travel with our Eye Hero patches. They're so tiny and I wear them every single day. I just notice such a difference in my under eye, especially the fine lines. And truly, it just makes me feel like more of myself. This is the biggest trip we ever did for Barefaced, and it was something I was definitely feeling very stretched because we were trying to do so many different things, but it was so rewarding. In-person connection, you just cannot beat it. Having a job and role that I'm so much like behind the scenes or online and not getting to see people day to day outside of really my family. I am a girl's girl. I love spending time with people, and I love dreaming and being around people who are motivated and want to do good in the world. And that was this group of people that we had with us when we did the aspect of the brand trip. And then on the photo shoots, it's a grind, but I'll tell you, like, being creative and being challenged in that way, I love it. And I feel more alive and more inspired with each one of these trips. But I will say it took me years to figure out how not to run myself into the ground on trips like this. So we had a photo shoot, a brand trip. It was just like all gas, no brakes. So I can just easily go nonstop, especially when I'm away from my kids and I'm trying to make the most out of every bit of time being gone. So now I build in just small pauses, tiny windows. So even just like 10 to 15 minutes just to breathe or be in silence. I just noticed that makes a huge difference. And then also just moments where I can just brain dump, because I'm telling you, like, there's so many things going on, and then the business is running outside of just this trip. And so there's just so many factors. And so having these moments of time where I can journal and just unload my brain makes such a big difference. These kind of trips really fill my cup and really remind me of the big picture. I'm so grateful for my team and for everyone who came on this trip. We had such a great time, but we're also doing something deeper, building that community and also making Barefaced even better together. Thank you guys for coming along with this little Mexico moment. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what you'd like to hear or see next. And don't forget, like and subscribe. And you can turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next steps in our shared Barefaced history. See you soon.